This is Francis Sideco with TIRIAS Research. I'm here with Brad from MediaTek. He's going to show us all the great AI stuff that their Dimensity 9300 is enabling on the new phone. So, Brad, take it away. We're here at MWC 2024.
Thank you. So this here is an engineering test unit of the 9300. We have been using these to do a lot of testing for AI functionality because of the processing power of the APU inside the 9300. So in here, what we have, this is the first example. I'm going to show you a few. So the first example we have is this partnership that we're doing with Meta. We are using the Llama 2 large language model. And in this example, we're using Llama 2 as a summary generator. So what we're going to do here is we have like a large block of text. You can use this for like any articles that you're reading. Let's say you want to summarize it really quickly for a LinkedIn post or for any sort of social media. You can do that. You can just tell it, hey, I want to summarize this in 50 words or less. You can do 100 words. It's up to you what you want to do. And you hit generate, and then it's going to start, loading the text here in just a second. So there we go. So now it's summarizing the large block of text that we had in there before. So we could just take this and just put it up on LinkedIn.
And is there a minimum number of words? Like, you obviously can't say, hey, please summarize this in one word, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, what have you guys found is kind of like a good, the lowest it can go?
So as far as the lowest that I've seen it go is 25.
Okay.
But in theory, you could do shorter. It's just
try it out.
Yeah, it's going to be extremely short, right?
Yeah, right.
So in order to provide enough context, you would want it to be a little bit longer. But obviously, compared to large articles of 4,000 words or whatever, going down to 25 or 50, makes it a lot easier.
And just for the people watching this, this isn't RAG, type of input. It's just text. You're copy and pasting it from an HTML source or PDF source or whatever.
That's right.
And just popping it in.
Yeah. So what you could do is you could just like copy and paste an entire article in there, and then just hit generate, and then within a few seconds you got a nice summary.
And what kind of language capabilities is that? From a Llama 2 standpoint, is it all kind of just English, or are you able to do this kind of summarization with other languages?
That's a really good question. I've only used it in English. I have to imagine you could use it in other languages. So yeah, basically whatever Llama 2 is capable of doing, you should be able to do that here.
Perfect.
So, okay, still going? Okay. All right, so this one here is actually my personal favorite demo to show. This is called SDXL Turbo. It stands for Stable Diffusion Extra Large Turbo. And this one is going to also show the processing power of the 9300. And this one is fantastic because you can put in whatever you want. And as you type, it will dynamically change the image that's being generated. So let's say red cat playing with yarn. Oh, that was cute. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. So this is what we like to start off with by default, like just as a good starting point. And then now I'm going to start changing like the animal and the color and all these other things, and it will show you how quickly this will generate.
Yeah, it's like it's changing as you're typing it in. I mean,
that's right.
Fast.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to add some strawberries. And also as I make typos, like it's still able to understand most of what I'm trying to say.
And so, what size model is behind this? With the Stable Diffusion XL, is that the 3 billion model or a 3 billion parameter model, or is it
that I do not know. Is it 3 billion parameter or
for the SDXL Turbo?
Yeah.
Yep.
Around that.
Okay.
Yeah, right. It's a standard one. Yeah, from the open source.
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
There you are. Look at you.
Okay, let's turn this to a Pikachu.
It's crazy that it is like how quick it's just reacting
Right.
to the text. It's almost real time.
Yeah. Well, and the great thing is, like, as often happens with AI right now, the images may not look exactly the way you would like them to, right?
Yeah.
So because it's all in real time, it's so much easier for you to be able to make adjustments. Like,
Yeah.
okay, well, the red one didn't look really good, so let's change it over to green, right?
Yeah.
So, and this can really help with your creativity and like getting inspiration. Do Chewbacca.
Yeah. And then once you have the image created, how do you export it? Is it just a screenshot, or is there the app developer can do whatever export?
So for purposes of this demo, we don't really have any way to share.
Yeah.
But also, the idea behind this is, let's say OEMs or developers want to take this model. What we're doing is we're enabling that technology, so they can like grab this and start developing stuff with it and
do it within their own AI or UI, basically.
So I could certainly envision, developers coming in and making this shareable, putting in all these extra functionality and features to like maybe you integrate it into social media, maybe you like have it just as inspiration for artists and things like that. So I think there's a lot of potential for this kind of technology. So
yeah, very cool.
Okay, so the next demo that I'll show you, this is called video diffusion. So it's a very similar idea to what I was just showing with the SDXL Turbo, except it's text to video, whereas the other one is text to image, right? So here we have a series of prompts, and this one, for purposes of time, it actually takes a little while to generate, about 40 seconds to generate the video. And so what we did is like we put in a whole bunch of prompts and then hit generate, and then it brings this cool little animated video as a result.
And it makes sense that it takes a little bit longer. I mean, you're basically generating multiple images at the same time. What's the response rate on that one once you change it? Or are you able to change it like you did with the images?
Not quite the same. So with this one, like you have to like regenerate each individual time.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see here. Corgi wearing sunglasses. Let's see. Oh, see, I have to hit back, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's see what this does. We're just going to give this a shot. You may have to edit this out.
No worries. Yeah, so it has to regenerate each individual time. Right. Which, hey, I mean, this time last year we were barely doing this with images, and now we're starting to do it with animated images.
Yeah, so who knows, like over the next year, what's going to happen? But
and this is all with the 9300. With that test device, so what kind of memory do you guys have on it? Do you know?
I don't actually know that.
Okay.
That's a good question. So, yeah, with these ones, they have a whole bunch of oh, there we go.
There you go. Yeah, that's pretty cool. There's the blue headphones.
Yeah. So a little bit different than before.
Yeah.
It looks like it's actually even like closer.
Yeah.
Than it was before.
It was. Yeah.
So,
okay. Very cool. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.